Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today you have a very hot and sticky Susie coming at you with a new best and worst beauty launches. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've had to repeat that. So I'm going to kick things off on a positive note and get started with the best new launches, and I'm going to have a moan more towards the end. But the first best new launch in my opinion is this release from Garnier, and if you follow me on Snapchat, which I will put my little thing here, that little ghost thing that everyone does, I don't know, I'll figure it out. So this is the Garnier Skin Active new Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. When they put new on it, are they gonna have to take that off in a few months' time? Like, was that a good idea? I don't know. But this honestly is incredible. It matches up to, like, it's better than Bioderma. It's almost as good as my Chanel waterproof eye makeup remover. I can't remember what it's called. I will link it in the info box. It takes off makeup so quickly. Like, I wear quite heavy eye makeup and very heavy mascara, as you guys will know if you watch my tutorials. I layer that stuff up, but this is just so quick to take it off with. It's very gentle. It smells amazing. I'm going to carry on with skincare before I move on to makeup, and recently I have been absolutely in love with the Clinique Mild Clarifying Lotion. This is not a new launch, but if you've watched me on Snapchat, you will have seen this. I've talked about this a lot, but unfortunately it has been discontinued, and when I found out it was being discontinued, I was heartbroken. I've been using this for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. When I found out, I was slightly devastated, but I went out and I bought the kind of new version of it. So that one's been discontinued. This is its kind of replacement, and it's the Clinique Clarifying Lotion Twice a Day Exfoliator 1.0. The ingredients are slightly different, but I don't find the effect that it's having on my skin to be too different. It doesn't feel like it's drying my skin out anymore. It still doesn't have any alcohol in it, and that is the main reason I was using this. I was actually recommended this by Caroline Hirons, this specific one. I haven't spoken to her about this one. So this is the new one. I'm not really sure why they bothered changing it, but I still find that it is just as good. Still really enjoying using it. It's still helping my spots a lot. So this is a new launch that gets a thumbs up from me, and I thought I'd just let you guys know as well in case you're panicking because you know the original has been discontinued. They're not vastly different in my opinion. I don't know, some people may have a very different experience with it, but really enjoying using this so far. Next I'm going to move on to one of my favourite new launches recently. I picked this up whilst I was in Crete, saw this launched, I was like, have to have this. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and this is just everything that I love in a palette. Number one, the packaging is gorgeous. Yes, it is going to get grubby really quickly, but still gorgeous. Number two, the shades inside are just incredible. Like, there is not a colour in here that I have not used, and for a palette that contains 14 shades, that is incredible. I just absolutely love everything in this. It's so warm toned. There's a few shimmers in there that are really lovely and creamy and not overly chalky or, you know, chunky in their glitter or anything like that. They are absolutely beautiful, and the mattes blend like a dream. They're not chalky. I am so in love with this. I've been using this so much. So big fan of this palette. This is the Tanya Burr Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Martha Moo. It is the most gorgeous pinky colour. It's actually on my lips right now, so that is what I'm wearing. I get a ton of questions whenever I wear this, and I think it's because it's the perfect mix of pink, brown and nude. Whenever I wear this on Instagram, everyone always asks what I'm wearing on my lips, and it is pretty much always this every single day. I just think that it's such a good long-lasting liquid lipstick. It dries down to a matte finish that is very comfortable. For an affordable liquid lipstick, I genuinely think this is one of the best out there. It rivals a lot of high-end ones that I've tried as well. So I would definitely recommend picking this up if you were in the market for a new liquid lipstick and you love a nude pinky brownie colour. Like, it is the perfect mixture. It's not too brown, so I think everyone will feel comfortable wearing this. It's a perfect everyday lip colour, so loving that. And then I also have the Tanya Burr Cosmetics Birthday Suit Eye Palette. I got the whole range, but these are the two that I think are like the stars of the entire range. The whole range, the Soft Luxe range, is beautiful, but I just think these are the two like standouts for me. So the Birthday Suit palette looks like this, and it has gorgeous shades in it. The two favourites of mine are Marzipan and Toast, and I actually put these on in my, what tutorial was it? I think it was my summer night out makeup tutorial. I'll link that in the info box if you want to go and give that a watch. Next I have a mascara, and the launch of this for me has been so long awaited. It's from Clarins. It's their Mascara Super Volume. I actually tried this well over a year ago now when I was shooting for a project with Clarins in Barcelona, and I fell in love with this mascara. This is like my perfect everyday super volumized, super lengthened lashes kind of mascara. I definitely think that if you're into very thick volumized lashes like me, then you should definitely give this a try. And I'm just so glad it's finally out so that I can finally talk to you guys about this. I'm really useless at keeping secrets, so I'm quite proud of myself for keeping that for a year and a half. Next I have a new blush launch from Estee Lauder, and this is their Genuine Glow Blushing Cream for Lips and Cheeks. This is a gorgeous cream blusher. I love this. Like, it smells incredible, the pigment of it is incredible, like the colour is gorgeous. Can we just take a moment for that colour, because oh my god, and it has the most gorgeous dewy sheen. I'm just looking at this in my viewfinder and I'm like, yes, I need this on my face right now. But just gives a gorgeous peachy glow with this dewy look to the cheekbones, and oh my god, I'm just absolutely obsessed. I think this is a gorgeous launch from Estee Lauder. I love the packaging that they've gone for. I think it's actually very fresh and girly and feminine rather than their navy blue stuff, which I just find is a bit... So just a little disclaimer before I get onto the worst products. I know most of you know this, but just in case, when I say these are the worst new launches, I mean these are the ones that I haven't personally gotten on with and that really didn't work for me. So if you have them and they work for you, then that is 100% okay. I'm not saying they're terrible and that you should not be using them. So please, if I say I don't like something and you love it, please don't get offended. This is just my personal opinion. These personally didn't work for me. And if you haven't tried any of these, but you know your skin type is similar to mine, or you generally get on really well with my recommendations and agree with my non-recommendations, then hopefully this will save you a few pennies, but I'm not here to offend anyone in any way, shape or form, so moving on. So the first product I didn't get on with is the water by Luxe. This is a tanning water, and when I first heard about this I was like, I need to give that a go. It sounds incredible. I find that because it's a water, sometimes you can't really see where the guide colour is because there is no guide colour, it's just clear. So if you spray a lot on and you leave a streak, you are screwed. And I have done that plenty of times. I also find it rubs off really easily, so I always end up with really bad tan, kind of rubbing away lines. It's not ideal. This also says on the back, during the development time, do not participate in any activity which may cause excessive perspiration. Now for me, I like to tan in the summer. I don't really worry about tanning my body or my face generally that much in the winter. I still do it, but not as religiously. And I just find that the summer is the time of the year when I perspirate most personally. And under those circumstances, I just don't feel like this is going to work for me. And I feel like that might be the reason I'm having so many issues with it, is because I'm constantly boiling. But I've just found that for me, this is a really tricky one. I'm getting a lot of streaks, a lot of patches. I can kind of use it on my face. I generally found that was the safest way to use it, but even the other day I used it and I had a patch here. I just generally don't think it's the most foolproof way to tan, and I personally wouldn't recommend it, but do let me know if you have any tips for this. Next up we have the Chapman Skin Assist Skin Insurance SPF 30. So this is almost a tinted moisturizer-y SPF. It says tips for use, AM, smooth over face and neck after moisturizer. So for me, I did that and I just found that my skin looked like a grease ball. Maybe I need to use this instead of moisturizer. I know that it's summer and my skin is a little bit oilier, but for me, I just found that I look like a total grease ball using this. I know that this works really well. My friend Alex from my Covethy, and she has much more dry skin than I do. So number one, I will definitely be passing this on to her because I know she will love it. And number two, I think that's probably why. It's probably just that it's not best for oily skin. So if you're interested in this and you have oily skin and you've kind of been mulling it over, then I would say maybe to steer away or get a sample first. But for me, I just feel like this is a bit of a meh product. It doesn't do anything that a moisturizer with SPF in it can't do really. Next we have a new launch from Origins, and Origins are a brand that I love. Most of their products, I would say 99% of everything from Origins, I get on really well with. My skin just absolutely loves. Unfortunately this, not so much. This is the Ginseng Peel Off Mask. It's a gorgeous coppery colour. Oh my god, like the product is absolutely gorgeous when you squeeze it out. It's this beautiful coppery, yellowy kind of colour. I just think that it is beautiful. I didn't even put it that close to my eye area because I know that people's eyes can be sensitive, but I just found round here it just kind of started to almost feel like it was burning a little bit, and for me I just think that my skin might be a bit too sensitive to that. So if you have sensitive skin, I would definitely proceed with caution with this one. Also with this one, I just found the peel off aspect a bit too fiddly and a bit too much of a faff. It doesn't peel off in one. I just envisioned, no. It's definitely a bit too much of a faff for me and not right for my sensitive skin. So for me, this one's a no, but some people might absolutely love this. I get the hype around it. It really does take me back to the 90s and those peel off masks that you do with your mates on a sleepover. But for me, this one's just not right, unfortunately. There's a child screaming outside. I think he's just as unhappy about the MAC Trolls collection as I am. Yeah, let's talk about this. So MAC have released their Trolls collection and I don't get it. On the surface, this has the potential to be really, really good. It's a very bright, colourful vibe, and I feel like this could have been done in a very different way that appeals to a lot of people, but unfortunately I'm just a bit underwhelmed by it, and I just personally would never ever ever buy a single thing. So to start off, I have the Beauty Powder in Glow Rider, and this is a luminous powder. I'm not going to say it's a highlight because I don't think there's really anything highlighty about it. I assume this is more like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders, but it's not as finely milled, so I do find that this is quite heavy. I just don't get it. It's very clearly powdered, but it's not highlighty. What is the point in this? I don't get it. But I thought I'd just show you the rest of the collection whilst it's here. So we have the eyeshadow in Suns Out Buns Out, and this is a gold yellowy kind of colour. Then we have two lip products. The first one is this lipstick. It's a matte lipstick in the shade Midnight Troll. This is on the back of my hand right now. I personally wouldn't wear this, but if you're into purple lipsticks or blue lipsticks, this is kind of a purpley blue, then you might really like this. Then we have the blue lip gloss in Turquoise. But because this is so sheer and not very pigmented, I kind of look at this product and just feel like it's a bit pointless. You might as well just go and get a clear lip gloss. Like, you're not going to be able to see any of the blue if you just put it on your lips, and it's just not going to really work. And finally we have the MAC shadow pigment. So this is the swatch of it on the back of my hand, and again on camera it comes up more limey green, but when this is fully pigmented it looks very, very like grass green. It is intense. It has a nice sheen to it, I've got to give it that. So for me, I just don't really feel like this is an overly wearable colour. I know some people will absolutely love this. I've got friends that will love this collection, and I'm definitely passing it on to them just so it will get worn and be loved and have a happy home. But for me, I just looked at this whole launch and I was just like, no, why? No. I hope you guys are all having the best day, and I will see you guys in my next video, which is going to be a makeup tutorial on Sunday, and it's actually going to be using the Estee Lauder blush that was in this video. So if you want to see what that looks like on, then go and watch that on Sunday. Go give it a watch if you like makeup tutorials in general, because this is one of my favourite looks that I've just done in a long time. It's basically what I've been wearing on Snapchat a lot recently, and you guys asked for a tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I will see you again on Sunday. Bye.